Hello, class. I just wanted to respond to a couple of questions that I've received from some students about the assignment related to the sign have, or what we call the concept signs of have, H-A-V-E. As you've seen, there are several different signs that express different concepts. And in English, our context helps define which term we're using. Specifically, the questions that I have received from some of you is, first of all, how to sign a couple of things, and then how to know when a place is a special place and when a place or an event is an ordinary event. And the truth of the matter is, most of the time that's pretty clear, although the instructions mix them up a little bit, so that probably added to your confusion. And also keep in mind that oftentimes these terms, these concept words, these phrases that we use in ASL are interchangeable. So there's not a hard and fast rule for every single one of them. But I'm going to give you some examples. For example, the special place, the sign for have you been to Disney World? The sign for Disney World is this. No, I'm sorry, this is deer. Disney World, these are Mickey Mouse's ears. So the sign for have you been to Disney World, you touch, center middle finger, touch on the back of your hand. So dominant hand touches the non-dominant hand, touch, finish, means Disney World, you touch, finish, yes, no, yes, no. That's the question. So touch, finish. Or you might see it, touch, finish, Disney World. So that's what that is, touch, finish. So touch, finish, touch, or touch Disney World. Disney World, I've been there. This sign has to do with what the assignment, the text describes as special places or special events. So their example, they said, Dolly World, and I'm not sure. I think there is a sign for that. I don't know what it is. Dolly World. Touch, finish. That would be a touch, finish, because that's an event, a special event or a special place. So that's when you would typically use that. Special, out of the ordinary. So Walmart, and there are a dozen signs for Walmart. Walmart. Have you been? Question mark. Are you going to Walmart? Question. That's not a touch finish, because it's not a special place. It's a common place. Store. Go. Finish. Have you been to the store? That's the way you would use that sign. So that's the difference between this and this. Okay? Or finish, go. Finish, go, or go, finish. That's an ordinary place, an ordinary event. And the touch, finish, or finish, touch is used for special events, special places, states, countries, whatever. Locations, special locations like the Blue Ridge Parkway here in North Carolina, or Pigeon Forge, or places like that. That would be a touch finish. Another question that you had was the question of have not completed or not yet finished. They're synonymous. One of them is not yet finished. The aquarium, not yet been there. And I wouldn't use that personally. I would use not yet gone or not yet gone to the aquarium. So, but they're used synonymously. So you say, well, how do you know which one to use? Use which one ever you want in those cases because they are so similar. Not yet not yet, or not yet gone, either one. And in many cases, it's just like you would say, um, homework, late, not yet finished. See, that finished sign would be homework, studying, ever since, ever since, finished, not yet, not yet, not yet. So that's the idea there. There were several good examples written out, and most of them will make good sense to you. Um, so, special place is not necessarily a proper noun or a non-specific noun, not necessarily. So, it has to do with if it's a famous place, a place that people would identify without having to explain. Um, and then, of course, a common place is pretty self-explanatory: store, library. Um, if you're in the right context, even Piedmont. Have you been to Piedmont? If you're talking about Piedmont and you've not been to the school, you could go, I haven't been there yet. That would be kind. I mean, that would be cool. I haven't been to PIU. But you might say, or not yet gone. You see the interchangeability of some of the terms. All right? I'll just have to tell you a story before I finish. When I was first learning sign, 20 years ago, I had just learned touch finish, and I was just couldn't wait to use it in a real signing environment, not an interpreting environment, just a signing environment. And I was at a deaf church, and they had a fellowship dinner after the worship service, and so I was, just signing like crazy, like all of us do, and just having fun. And someone said something about that they'd been to the hospital, Moses Cone Hospital, and I remember signing. It was really awkward. It was like, I was just doing perfect sign ASL grammar, and I saw someone look at me who was one of my deaf mentors, and they went, and they just laughed, and it embarrassed me something terrible, because I thought, well, what did I do wrong? But I guess it was just like, in that environment, you don't sign perfect ASL, and with the fact that I went, touch, finish, not yet, or whatever, I don't remember, but I'll never forget that. How embarrassed I was. And it was a common place. I should have said, I've not been there, I've not been there, or I've not been there yet, for a hospital. But anyway, okay. Hope you do well on this assignment. And I've already graded a couple of you on it. And so anyway, if you have any questions about these signs, just let me know.